and so they're jealous.
Yes.
And
yo, I'm live, kids.
I can't like in a
Live and in full effect, bitch.
They hate us.
It's your boy Trapping Rats.
But I'm
Yeah.
In
Oh,
America,
can't fuck
if
with
you
you.
choose to have your baby sucked down a sink, you can
Nigga,
go
I'm a
to
killer.
where it's legal. You have free movement. I don't understand why they fight so hard to kill babies.
And it be them old white women.
It's all right.
You're not having any babies, sweetie. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's not you.
Like, we fight hard for abortion rights.
Not getting raped and getting
I'm like, man, come on, man. Half the motherfuckers can't even have kids. So why no abortion rights? Yeah. Oh. The Democrats is done. They done. Dun 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 dun, and they doing themselves in the booty with a dry what's the name?
Of all of us.
They doing themselves in the booty
In the womb. Where can they be safe? And
with no grease.
In the black community, we see so much violence.
No grease.
Because we continue to devalue women, children, all human. Because there's no safety even in the womb. So their argument is, why bring a child into the world if they're going to end up on the streets or end up in a place that's not safe for them? How about not making your community
Get my beer out.
How about making your community
Politics and propaganda cut. Oh,
I mean,
let's go.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to name any names, but I know somebody.
Real niggas for Trump, cuz.
She doesn't have any money.
We love our muscle.
We
love our muscle.
When you first have a child,
they gonna clip that and be like, see, this what Trump niggas be like. You gonna mister. You gonna mister.
Help with assistance with food.
Make sure you drop the
free
link.
medical care for the pregnant woman and for the baby.
Me.
I mean, honestly, in this day and age, it's really
they'll popping politics in the background. Hope you know that. Shout out to them sisters. Some of them, like a couple of them, weird
to use abortion as this major issue. I just
the only way to change your future.
Like, man, what the fuck?
Like, seriously, when you have community.
And
you have children and you raise those children to be productive members of society, they will then give back to
they
society.
cool though, man.
Yes, when you continuously
shit. They got the little Russian chick on there, and they be like,
like the dehumanization of life.
They gonna be like that's Trump misinformation. And with the Russian chick on there,
trying to take the welfare programs away. That's the way you said.
That's not true. Conservatives are not.
West I learn how to really stream, boy. Y'all, Boosie ass YouTube. Half y'all niggas bums and bums, nigga. Fucking bums.
Welfare reform.
Bitch. I said it.
So that it's more temporary rather than long term.
Right, I get that, but it's temporary and only for those who truly need it.
Yeah, but we can't say conservatives want to get rid of.
I think we're gonna be like motherfucking paper
we
on
want
YouTube.
them to be able to stand on their own 2 feet.
But shout out to the game,
like,
child
we
stick.
can't say that because that is what Democrats is trying to pin.
I understand what you're saying.
I ain't hating
T said.
We gotta get it how we get it sometimes.
He said that conservatives want to get rid of.
Welfare.
But half of you niggas be talking down on motherfuckers that don't be doing what y'all doing.
Oh, I do.
Well,
the way it stands today,
and some motherfuckers ain't even got together yet.
Yes, I do want to get rid of it.
Get rid of welfare and reforming welfare is two different things.
I'm thinking we get rid of it.
Okay, well then you'll have a whole bunch of people that
a whole bunch of people in
what you gonna put them on an island?
bitch, when
we incentivize
oh, you sound like an old word out here. Oh, I hear you talking over.
Get more of that. I agree.
So I don't. So we just
I just want to hear that motherfucker gargle your throat real quick.
And I'm sorry, y'all keep saying able bodies. There are some people that cannot work.
Hit me, hit my ass with a PD lawsuit. Like, man, I ain't got no sex parties. Shit, I just love to fuck bitches sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get out of shit. I'm trying to get her.
Issue. Yeah. Like people look at the numbers today as far as HIV and STDs. You know I would just caution twice before raw dogging it. Because unfortunately, I mean, the numbers right now. I don't know if you guys saw on Maryland, but the numbers of HIV, it's up very high. And I just a lot of these people that talk about this often. I hope these women are really talking to their daughters about when they go off to college and all these other things. That they talk about if you do engage in sex, please use protection.
I mean, and on the record, Kimberly Clasick said raw dogging on
sitting in the room with a bro.
I was trying to be cool.
Ready to make it happen with the
that's the basic definition. Not the government, but
Nick
you should be able to. And I'm not talking about people hard times, things like that. I'm talking about
this is serious,
who constantly have
because you know I'm quarterback sack,
and they cannot take care of them.
I agree. That's well, we have to end it there. I do want.
Oh shit! Don't nobody be hopping on these lives. YouTube know what they doing. Cause they put a nigga like me out there like that, nigga. It's gonna be old. They gotta push propaganda. YouTube on some bullshit. Motherfucker got Chuck and Jive. Chuck and Jive. God will advance all blacks.
I think back on the African American people in America. I think how that they were taken against their wills, put in the belly of ships.
We about to listen to this shit together. This on my Yell's YouTube channel. Shit, we about to listen to this shit together. I want to play games, cuz.
Thrown overboard.
Blood.
They were pulled from families over there.
Some of you motherfuckers are straight hoe ass niggas from Boston Biden.
Black person.
Straight hoe ass niggas.
Black Negro spiritual.
Don't know how to do research on the motherfucker. Y'all both for a whole race, bro.
Because I hadn't experienced what they be. When you've experienced
shit,
hell,
them motherfucking Democrats that fucking put all this shit in the fucking community. The fucking destroyed our shit.
You got a problem with black people or whatever, you better shut your mouth.
Even though the George Bush, it was okay, but it wasn't okay because it was a change. It's in the shift in George Bush. It's in the shift with George Bush, right? See, back in the day when Clinton got out of office and it was George Bush and 9/11 and shit. I'm about to roll this blood. Nigga, it was a change. It was a change of shit. But back in the 90s, I'm telling you. When I did that crime bill, bro, I didn't know it back then, but when I think about it right now, I seen some shit, bro. This shit crazy. I seen some shit. Even like when I was little and shit. I was in a gang and everything, man. I mean, like, for real. That's crazy. I was a gang member at 6. And my mama ain't no fucking deadbeat. And I was in a fucking household and my parents had millions in the hood. My parents had millions in the hood. What became the hood. Because it wasn't the hood at first when we moved over here, but it's the hood. We got mansion and everything. Down the street from our properties. You see how I be on the Democrats? Y'all policies fucked us up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we had all the city contracts. My pops had contracts with the schools, with the school district, all that shit. We was building shit. We was demolishing whole schools and everything. We was fucking renovating shit. We had a fucking whole apartment motherfucking complex about a mile from where we lived at, bro. A whole projects called Parade Park. On that shit. But I've been in these streets since I can remember, bro. Since I was 2-3 years fucking old. I doing no crazy shit. I probably almost got myself killed a couple times doing some shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. But like other than that, at that young age, I was still running around this motherfucker. Shit, like a motherfucker. Like with my big cousins, brothers and sisters sometimes, and sometimes by myself. With my cousin, we about the same age. Run around this bitch. But when I had to be by myself, things got interesting. Because I just have to fight bloods, right? And I end up becoming a Crip. Because I had to fight bloods all the time. And you know what I'm saying? I had older niggas come through sometimes. And you know what I'm saying, wreck shop. You know what I'm saying? And that's Crips. So I became Crip when I was like 6. Here. You know what I'm saying? Probably wasn't a real Crip, but you know what I'm saying? I was a Crip. I was claiming shit and hell, I was fighting every day, gang banging and everything else at school. And walking home from school. That's where all the fights came. Shit, I used to get jumped. I used to whoop niggas' ass. They used to try to jump me. I used to beat their ass and shit sometimes. So like a lot of times I lost. I learned how to fight then though. That's when I learned how to fight for real. By the time after I was in the 5th grade, for real. Matter of fact, after I was in the 8th grade, motherfuckers wasn't fucking with me. Not at all. Not with these hands, bro. Shit. And then when I got grown, these hands became lethal. Very lethal. Very fast. I was trained like that. Well, when I went to St. Louis and stuff, I trained my hands. I got into martial arts. I got into martial arts when I was 14 too. That's the first time I got into martial arts. I got into jiu-jitsu. Not jiu-jitsu, but I can fucking forget judo. I learned judo first. I was like a white belt and shit. I got up to there, and I stopped going. I stopped paying for the classes and shit. I was paying for the classes myself and shit. Cause I was trying to get the mental. I was going to the class for the mental thing. I wasn't going to because I didn't know how to fight. Cause I knew how to fight somewhat, but you know what I'm saying. I wasn't like out here getting my ass whooped nothing, but I wanted to learn some shit and get some mental clarity and all that stuff. And that's what helped me develop. Man, that's what helped my brain develop as a young man back in the day. Cause I was being in some shit fighting, taking classes like that. And then I took karate when I was like 16. Shit, Mr. McField, man. He taught me a little bit of karate. I made it to a brown belt eventually and shit. And then like I stopped doing that shit. And then like I met Mr. What's his name? Jumper. And then like when I went to St. Louis, I was fighting with them Spanx boys and shit. Shit, going to the gym with them. Shit. They was training me on boxing and shit. And also I had boxing training in Kansas City too though. But like ain't nobody gonna be able to fuck me like that, man. Especially if I'm like training and shit, man. It's a wrap for y'all ass. You ain't gonna catch these, but he was like beep 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 beep. Man, I'll hit your ass with a 15 piece. You won't even know it, nigga. Like damn. I'll hit you with that one motherfucker at the end of the motherfucking combos. Niggas gonna put your ass out. It's gonna fucking break your shit, bro. Anyway, that's my history. I got some martial arts training. I got some boxing training and shit. I got multiple skills. And my reflexes is like, you ain't gonna be able to hit me type shit. That's how I roll, like a black belt. I'll fight any black belt and probably whoop their ass. MMA fighters, boxers too. And whoop their ass. Straight out the gate. And I ain't even training, nigga. I'll whoop their ass straight out the gate, nigga. Especially if they don't knock me out. Because they'll have to knock me out or to win. If you don't knock me out, you ain't going to win. Period. You ain't going to be able to catch me. You ain't going to be able to catch these hands. You might be accustomed to motherfuckers is quick and shit. But like, I'm quicker. You ain't going to be able to hit me. I swear to God. I see all them punches coming real quick. I see them before you throw them. You did. I see them punches before you throw them. That's how I end shit real fast. Yo, motherfuckers don't fuck with me. I know why. A lot of niggas know why, but a lot of niggas try me though too at the same time. Not really though, but you know, sometimes I have to let motherfucker know. You know what I'm saying? Too deep. Usually it'll take a combo to maybe a dog like I'll knock a motherfucker out. Some shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? I mean, I look at everybody as a threat to my well-being if they trying to fight me. But I don't get a lot of motherfuckers trying to fight me because shit. Motherfuckers know it's gonna be a motherfucking fight. That they might not even win. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I feel the same. I don't give a fuck if I know I can whoop this nigga. I'll play it like he's the biggest, baddest motherfucker alive, and I gotta take his ass down. What if I knock his ass out with one punch, or if I play with him with a bunch of flurries? If I play with him with a bunch of flurries and then knock him out, it's right. But one thing he ain't gonna do, he ain't gonna be able to touch me not unless I let him. I gotta let you hit me, nigga. That's how good my fucking movement and everything is. You're not gonna be able to hit me at all. Professional or not. And I guarantee that shit. For real. Talking about this shit. I'm about to get into the politics. I'm done talking about my history and shit. Motherfuckers know. So I ain't even gotta even fucking shit. They see this video, like, yeah. I see them do some shit. I see them fuck some motherfuckers up. I put motherfuckers in the hospital. Real fast. Sometimes. A lot of times it'd be an accident though, but I put niggas in the hospital. More than a handful of times. Fuck with this. More than a handful of times, get carried out by ambulance. So shit, yeah, that's my gift. That's one of my gifts. It's not fighting. It's speed. That's my gift. Cause I was a fucking real fast track time when I was in high school. I just dropped out for a minute and then transferred schools and I never went back to the same school and did the same stuff. It's all good though. What would have been, could have been, should have been. I'm trying to make something great for the future though. Yeah, that's my biggest weapon. It's my speed. It ain't even power for real. I can pack a power. I pack power with my speed. My speed brings most of my power. Really, because I'm not a really bucky guy. Well, I'm a little bigger now, but I'm not, real muscular or nothing. But when I was about 150 pounds, I was really fast. I mean, I was lightning fast. I'm still lightning fast though, but I think I was probably quicker then though. My hands are still the same though. It motherfucker like pow, like damn. The motherfucker here, the motherfucker hits across the street, nigga. I'll tear a motherfucker a whole new asshole, nigga. Pow, 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 pow. You hear the motherfucker hits across the street when I strike, nigga. I ain't no motherfucking guy. No, I ain't trying to be hard and nothing. Like, it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. And people can verify that one. You hear these hits across the street. You look like damn, like what the fuck was that type shit. Because it sounds just like a whip coming off a motherfucker. A lightning rod. I'm calling thunder strikes when that shit happened. They hit a motherfucker like pow, pow, like damn. A lot of times, what makes it so bad, them hits the motherfucker be shaking off. Them ones that don't be doing that shit, that And them ones that be like sleeping niggas. Like for real. I mean, sometimes we like pow on that motherfucker like, but like it be the ones that don't do that shit for real. I'm like, they hit a motherfucker with a chin shot. When I hit a motherfucker like pow, and that motherfucker and the sound clicks off, I know exactly how to hit a motherfucker in the jaw, the break and shit. And like that's what I be trying to do. But like a lot of times they jaw don't break, or I don't know. But like a lot of times it do though. And I go from 0 to 200 real quick. It was like motherfucker wouldn't even know. Like motherfucker be talking and all of a sudden his jaw hanging and shit. Like I'm one of them niggas. Don't play with me. Anyway. I just wanna talk about these Democrats and the political situation we in. Cause like something gotta be done. And motherfuckers like, oh, we're gonna pay attention to that shit. You better pay attention to that shit because that shit is affecting the whole economy. That shit is affecting the whole shebang. You dig? You better pay attention to it. You fool around me like, damn, I can't even pay rent. And you're making a $3,000 a month. That's where it's coming. And some of these motherfuckers' rents is $3,000 a month. Because these Democrats. After Obama got in office, that's when shit really fell by the wayside. That second term, nigga. The first term was cool. The second term, nigga, you couldn't find an apartment for like under $500 in Kansas City. And Kansas City is about the lowest market in the country. The Missouri got the lowest market damn near in the country. I don't know if it's the lowest, but nigga, it's hella cheap to live in Kansas City. But also, the wages is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like based on, you know what I'm saying, the living, the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's easy to make $20 an hour right now. But back in the day, I still made that money. But anyway, a lot of people didn't though. And a lot of people got them jobs. They got them jobs with benefits and stuff. It was paying like $20-$25 an hour, and when motherfuckers paying like when minimum wage is like $6.75 or some shit. You know, you can get that. But they want to talk about these Democrats, and I'm talking in a lot of word salad right now. But if you read into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Say like the Democrats, well, they normally got in office. They after Bill Clinton, man, shit just boy, I swear to God. Bill Clinton had some policies out there that we didn't know about. Man. I mean, it's terrible. 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 I remember the times in the 90s, and I wasn't even fucking voting age until I was 19. No, actually 2000. I wasn't voting age until 2000. So like throughout the 90s, we were running around the streets. Everything was it was fun. I ain't even gonna lie, the 90s was fucking amazing. Being a kid in the 90s, oh my god, yeah, teenager in the 90s. I mean, if you was like out there trying to get it and shit, like I'm making fucking $1,000, $2,000 a night. You just sitting on the block. About 15, 20 of us. We all got money, bro. Most of us. I mean, shit. Drinking Hennessy, Remy. We having parties every day over bitches' house, nigga. Like, bitch be like, open up their door. We busting serve out they shit. All kind of shit, bro. But, like, after fucking Obama got in office, that really ended when Obama got the drug game was over when Obama got in office. But Bush pushed the motherfucking issue. But when it was Clinton in office, and we was out all night, it was stuff to do. It wasn't that we was like out there always fucking making people victims and stuff like that. It was just like we was out there trying to get money. We was out there serving dope, weed, whatever the fuck. Shit. We come across and shit like motherfuckers like we get into it. We have brawls and all kind of shit. Like all kind of shit was popping off. And then like when we say the 1994 crime bill that brought on the police, the military rise to police and brought them in, and they started coming in like 50, 100 deep. They bring the whole fucking precinct down there on the block and like be whooping niggas' ass, bro. Oh, like for real, like and like where I grew up in a mix of kind of sort of mixed section where I had whites, Italians, blacks, Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? We all mingling together. We got gangs here. We got gangs there. They not necessarily Crip and Blood. It might be neighborhood gangs. You know what I'm saying? So like, when they be on certain blocks and the police will come through with raids, and when they come through in the raid, they come through 50 deep. When they used to be scared before then, they used to be scared to come through the block and try to harass a motherfucker because I know they get their ass whooped or something. To where like after that Biden did the 1994 crime bill, bro. I'm just thinking now, cause I didn't know then, but I'm thinking now, the times and shit, 1994, man. Them motherfucking police, we used to be on the block all damn night long, nigga. I just come in the house about 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like 12, 13 years old, nigga. I'm drunk and I'm high on a motherfucker, boy. Telling you, I'm shit. But like, they used to come through on a late night, cuz like 50, 100 deep. They had so many fucking squad cars and shit. And they be chasing motherfuckers, whooping their ass and shit like that, man. And like, for real, cuz, I seen white motherfuckers get their ass beat bad by the police. I seen a couple motherfuckers, couple of my white homies got whooped on, bro. like Body Slam, get Billy Club and all. They whooping them niggas Billy Clubs, everything else they had on them, bro. To where like dude had a one of my white homies had a lawsuit against him. Like that was crazy. Matter of fact, dude was probably Italian. I don't know for a fact, but like, man, that shit was crazy when they did the crime bill. Cause I don't know how shit changed. Cause I was around, I was in the streets a long time, rich nigga. I was a millionaire kid in the hood, bro. Still had to work. Still had to figure out how to fucking get money. My pops had all the fucking money. We had millions of dollars in our house before we got fucking government, bitch. Yeah, millions of dollars, properties and shit. Fuck government, bitch. They come up with these fucking policies and fucking. Well, matter of fact, that's probably my pop's fault. You know what I'm saying? My pops, he's a type motherfucker. He ain't paying no damn taxes, nigga. You got what we. Hey, he like my pop, man. He owned the biggest clubs in Kansas City at one time, and anyone in real estate, nigga. He taught me everything. Damn near, like he taught me a lot of shit. A lot of shit I had to learn on my own, though. He taught me a lot of shit, though. He had the most popular club in Kansas City in the 70s and the 80s. I think mainly the 70s. The 80s shit, he turned into fucking real estate and construction and shit. And that's how I can be like, yeah, I can put down on my application. I've been working since I was like 5 years old and shit. It's like, yeah, I'm 42, but I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been working for motherfuckers for 36 years. I got a whole bunch of skills. You name it. Shit, everything but motherfucking welding and fucking shit, some shit in carpentry and shit. Like, if you give me a roofing, fucking bricklaying, cement, demolition, fucking operate any fucking type of fucking machinery, anything else, I do that. And the only thing that I regret not trying to fucking do is electrical work, wiring and shit like that. Because that's very important, especially nowadays. Damn, did I roll that blunt? I sure did. That motherfucker dry too. Oh my gosh. Play a game. Fuck it. Shit. Made some money today. Make some money. Make some money. I get money. I'm gonna get money. Nah, I was playing. I don't be having nobody on my live stream, cuz. That's crazy. Like, that shit be blank. Oh my controller, man. Oh, do with that damn controller. Ah, here it is. I got so many damn controllers and shit. I'm about to be silent real quick. Just let the live play.
Power on. Auxiliary in.
Does she reach into his left pocket? At no point does she reach back into his pocket. She literally pulls nothing out of his pocket except the gun.
Exactly. He always trying to be a something. He voting for the shit that he's complaining about. Oh, because
he's in there for traffic.
How the fuck you vote for the shit that you complaining about, bro? Nigga, you dumb. Nigga, you dumb as fuck, bro. How the fuck, bro? Robert Martin, bitch ass nigga. How the fuck you vote for the shit that you fucking complaining about? But you turn around the church, let's vote for Biden. Fucking stupid ass. Robert Martin, you a fucking idiot.
Finding someone is a felon enough to put felony possession of an ex-felon in possession of a firearm charge against someone. That's a process that you have to go through to ensure they're a felon. Clearly, they either didn't go through the process, didn't think through the process, or they just threw charges up against him, hoping it would stick. And of course, that charge is no longer there because he was not a felon whatsoever. And it's our expectation that the remaining charges will ultimately be dismissed as well.
So, I mean, what's astounding here is it's just, man, just piled on. And we see this. We see this happen all the time to African Americans. And let's just be real. If this video does not exist, first of all, now this officer, does she wear a body cam?
Now, looking at the video that the brother took, it looks like I couldn't tell if she was wearing a body cam or if that was just
a radio or
microphone, a radio, right, exactly. I couldn't tell, but we do know from Micaiah when he was in the vehicle, he said the dash cam was completely unplugged. He saw wires hanging from it, but nothing was plugged in. And so we're not aware if she was wearing a body camera or not. But I imagine if she had been wearing a body cam, that function would have, been turned off or just not available. Thank God his brother was filming, or else he's still behind bars, my calculation, on a $500,000 bond, rotting away.
So, okay, all right. So the police department charged him with these offenses. Then when it goes to the DA, they realize, we got a problem. And so they just start dropping the stuff left and right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. They realize we got a problem. We're getting our timeline together. We know even when he was initially booked in the jail, we have recordings of the family talking to the jailer. They said that he was only there for a failure to appear for a traffic ticket in another city. They didn't know about any other problem.
I don't like Brother Martin. I don't care what the fuck you talking about. Oh, fuck up. Let's go, Joe Biden.
While they were announcing the TikTok ban, billions of dollars in funding has just been approved for all Americans.
The next
Trump
story.
2024.
Michael Moore.
How about that, bitch?
Michael Moore, not usually someone
Blacks
outside
Trump.
politically, because he usually ends up telling you just to vote for the Democratic Party. Lesser of two evils ism, and I don't do that.
2024.
So I usually don't side with him politically.
2020.
But Michael Moore had some things to
2016.
say here and some advice to give to Joe Biden.
Dude, I ain't no new breed. I've been on Trump since 2015, bro. Ever since he announced he was gonna be president, bro.
And I said yes.
And not even being biased.
Somebody said it on mainstream media. I was doing a little dance.
He did way better than any president in the history of the United States of America I'm a living witness of. I wasn't old enough for Reagan, but I was old enough for Bush. They drill shit down in our schools and shit about Bush. Yeah, I was old enough for Bush. But Reagan,
about democracy and free speech.
I was a baby.
Freedom of assembly.
So I don't know about Reagan.
Freedom of
but
not having a state.
I don't think it was better than Trump.
For those who came here, the white people who came here wanting to escape.
Trump's a genius.
And
Trump ain't a politician.
The lesson teaching this the children of today, in this case Gen Z,
he's not a politician.
That we will. That's
why they on this. They on the hills like that, bro.
If you, none of them are committing any acts of violence. None of them are destroying the university.
In his motherfucking
the worst, maybe in some people's minds, they're doing is holding signs that say "Free Palestine," or from the river to the sea. This is the one that is constantly being thrown out there.
From the river to the sea.
The sign is frightening all the students from the river to the sea. It's like, why don't you talk to them? Because actually, first of all, large numbers of these students are Jewish students who live in Palestinian students.
Okay.
So everybody heard that?
Oh, where they at?
See, it took Michael Moore to say this on mainstream media because most people, they're not repeating this rhetoric. Caitlin wouldn't have said this if it wasn't, Michael wasn't on this show. So that's important for people to understand.
Who together are forming.
I'll kill you niggas so
big. I don't know if that's been covered very much. I saw this one instance where the Palestinian students inviting the Jewish students into the encampment, and then the next day, they had a little nighttime entertainment in the encampment, and the Palestinian students decided to do a Jewish folk dance for their fellow protesters who are Jewish students.
Yeah, but Michael, can I ask you about, because there are some people definitely sitting at home right now watching this who say, okay, but I've also heard Jewish students on air here at CNN and in other interviews say, well, I'm hearing anti-Semitic rhetoric at this, and it's not all just, a kind of kumbaya thing, that it is, there are moments where Jewish students have said they felt harassed, they felt unsafe on campus going to class. I mean, I think that's the question of where is the line. Yes, at some school like Yale, where we've seen a Jewish student who wrote for CNN today saying he was sitting in with a protest. Where's the line between protesting and free speech, but also Jewish students feeling safe going to class?
Right. Well, first of all, the protesters who are there supporting the Palestinian people and their right to be free, I would guess probably 98% of them are not saying anything that's anti-Semitic because they don't believe in anti-Semitism, in part because the Palestinian people are Semites. So to be anti-Semitic.
Yes. And I jumped up and down when I heard that, and I said, somebody finally got the opportunity to say it on mainstream media. And look at Caitlin's expression. Look at the expression on her face when he said that. Look at the way that she looked. Oh no, he said that. Yes, people have to educate themselves.
Would be if you speak against Jewish people, and yes, anti-Semitism is, I think, one of the most horrific things. The way people behave. Jews have been suffering as victims of this for 5,000 plus years, and everybody needs to stand up against that and fight it and speak against it. So what's going on? And I noticed that there was a report, I think I read in the LA Times today, and also on ABC News, where they were interviewing students saying they were being harassed and the Hamas flags are flying. And ABC and the LA Times did their own investigation, trying to find at these college demonstrations one Hamas flag that the protesters were carrying, and there were none. This is all a made-up thing, just like I said, the river to the sea. I wanted to can I just read? This is from the charter of the Likud party. That's the right-wing party that Netanyahu is the head of. 1977. I'm reading direct quote from the charter of the Likud right-wing Israeli party, and it says the following: the right of the Jewish people to the land of Israel is eternal and indisputable. Between the sea and the Jordan, there will only be Israeli sovereignty. That's their own charter, the Likud party.
So you see, this is something again that Netanyahu has said, and he said this publicly as well. But notice mainstream media doesn't push back when Netanyahu says it, right?
Where this river to the sea, because the real victims in these last decades have been the Palestinian people not being able to have their freedom, not being able to live in a democracy, not having their rights. Yeah. And why so many Jewish students are joining with Palestinian students, because they know it's wrong too. That's why the majority, I think, of Israelis certainly want Netanyahu out of there. Your own polls have shown that.
Well, I want to ask you,
and I think that
I'm glad you brought up polls and one.
So again, notice how she started to try to interrupt him once he talked about the suffering that the Palestinian people have been through.
I should say that it is happening on some campuses. We saw the one student who was barred from campus after he said in a video in January that all Zionists should be killed, or that Zionists should be killed. That was something that was spread around.
That was that one incident. So why are they using that one incident to categorize how the rest of these protests have gone? Let's think about this for just a second, folks. How is CNN any different than Fox News at this point? Because when we go back and we look at the Black Lives Matter protests, remember how Fox News commentators were smearing the protesters and they said they were all violent, which wasn't the case. Most of the protests were peaceful. There were also people that were not a part of those protests that pretended to be, that were going out there like wrecking property and stuff like that as well. So CNN actually criticized, right-wing media for having that framing of those protests. But notice how when it's now about Israel, now CNN is doing the same thing. And Fox News is still doing this too. All of them are doing it. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, they're all using the smaller incidents, right? The fewer incidents of violence. They are using that to categorize the protest movement as a whole. That is very telling.
And I understand, obviously, it's complicated. And schools clearly are grappling with how to handle this.
Yeah, and he's a knucklehead, and he's now apologized for it. I've been to Giant Stadium, where I can't tell you how many times I've had to listen to white people shouting using negative words about black players, using those epithets. Mm-hmm. Does that mean all football players are one thing or another, or white people are? Well, we know there's enough of them. Bad stuff is said in this country constantly because we have had a historic problem with bigotry, with racism, with all kinds of bad things said about minority groups, and including and especially with Jews. And
let me pause here for a second, and I want to give you an example of what he just said, right? So the Red Sox, Fenway Park, has been known to have those incidents that he was talking about. In fact, one of the more recent ones I remember made national news, where there was a baseball player, I forget which team he was playing for at the time, but there was a baseball player, black baseball player, who was called the N-word, and somebody threw a banana at him or banana peel at him while he was on the field. That happened at Fenway Park. Fenway is not, it's not unusual. It's not an unknown thing at Fenway. It was also the Red Sox. They were also the last team to actually integrate, and this was years after Jackie Robinson had broken the color barrier in baseball. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Anyhow, I think the point that Michael's making here, when those incidents happen, you want to know what the response was. I was like, oh, that's messed up. That's embarrassing. But the way that the city of Boston chose to respond to that was, let's name one of the streets next to Fenway Park after David Ortiz. Let's change the name from Yawkey Way to David Ortiz Way. Which, to be fair, David Ortiz is one of the best players here, right? Probably one of the best players, ever. But changing the name from Yawkey to David Ortiz doesn't change the beliefs and the rhetoric, that happens at Fenway Park and will continue to happen at Fenway Park. We're looking at a deeper rooted issue. So Yawkey, who was the owner of the Red Sox, was very racist. That's why the team was the last to integrate in the league. So I get what they were doing, but the point that Michael Moore is trying to make here is that these things do happen. You are going to have these incidents happen. However, if you don't get to the deep-rooted issue as to why these things are happening, and you're just changing street signs, those things are going to continue. However, those